what am I doing here?
Joe Biden, he's heading off to Europe. So we should probably get ready for World War III. Just think about that. Joe Biden, I'm so tired. He's going to go negotiate things with NATO and the G7. That'll go well. Well, the cat's away. The mice are back playing because Dome is back here in America. And not only is she back here in America, she is tackling the tough issues, and she's tackling them in a way, well, only she can.
The governor and I, and we were all doing a tour of the library here, and talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children.
What? Honestly, why is she so uncomfortable with a mic in her face? I would think she, of all people, be very comfortable with a mic in her face, but moving on. Apparently, her staff isn't comfortable at all. Her national security advisor has now resigned. That's number 10. That's 10 key staffers just recently have run out on Kamala Harris. Now, why? Well, rats in a sinking ship, as the old saying goes. Look, if you talk to people from California, remember Kamala Harris was from California. If you talk to people who are in the know in California, they'll all tell you the same thing. She was never really vetted, and because she's a black woman, they were uncomfortable. The media never wanted to vet her. She's a black Democrat woman. A black Republican woman would get torn to shreds, but she's a black Democrat woman, so the media chose to never vet her, but it was well known in political circles two things about Kamala. Not very bright, ruthlessly ambitious. Now, that's a pretty rough combination to have as the Vice President of the United States, especially when the Vice President of the United States of America has a above average, decent chance of becoming President of the United States of America within the next 3 years. Man, can you even imagine? And look, this has become an open secret now how much Joe and Kamala hate each other. But that doesn't make sense. I mean, we're going to talk to Jack Posobiec about it in a little bit, but that doesn't make sense. He picked her. Why would you pick somebody who's so terrible? Why would you do that to yourself? Of course she's going to be nasty to you. She's nasty to her staffers. That's why they're all quitting. She's nasty to everyone. She's a nasty human being. She was so nasty that while she was polling low in the primary, in the 2019 Democratic primary, remember, polling low, and not in the way Kamala normally polls low. Polling low, she had no chance to win. She goes out there in a debate and does this.
I also believe, and it's personal, and I was actually it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country. And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, you know, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
You know my favorite part of that thing? It wasn't just knifing Joe Biden in the ribs when you have no chance to win the race. It was how the voice kind of did I'm just about to cry thinking about my memories of getting bused to school. Love it. Hey, thanks so much for watching the first on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.